Hello friends, Jacob from BB. Today is Thursday, 31st of July, and you can see over there it's a volcanic island, one of the Vanuatu archipelago Vanuatu islands. This one is called Mele Lava. I don't know what does mean in Vanuatuan language, but must be something majestic. The island is a round shape and with a diameter about 2.5 kilometers, maybe 3. But the peak goes up to 1,016 meters over the sea level, which make it nearly as high as Karantul, which is the highest peak in Ireland. On the other side, I have. No, I can't show this you. A Mele Island, and this is quite a strait, which when I pass, I will be leaving the Pacific Ocean. All the memories and the adventures that we went through. It was better time, but I don't know when the time passed. It seems to be very, very quick. And passing that strait, I will be getting into the Coral Sea, where about 1500 miles to Torres Strait. And then I will have to make the couple of quite important decisions. The number one is, how will I pass the Torres Strait? There are two options, but all depends about the weather. And the second decision is, should I stop in Thursday Island on the quite uncomfortable anchorage for 5 days, or should I proceed and stop in Darwin for 8 days? But if I stop in Darwin, I will have a less time in the cocos killing. So it's really hard to decide. Skookum, skookum, skookum. This is BB of Cork. Do you copy? Skookum, let's go for channel 808.
Roger, switching to 08.
Hey Skook, how are you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm not too bad, but I see you really fast this time over.
Yeah, that was my plan all along, was to
But you know, I'm gonna catch you up sooner or later.
Yeah, I know, I see you coming.
Only because I like to chat with someone when I'm sailing over.
Yeah, it's great. That's what I told people earlier, was that it was nice to be head to head.
Cool stuff. Are you going a little bit more north with the current, or are you just cutting straight the room line over?
I'm gonna go as north as I can. The wind is all swirling around in here.
Just be careful, because you know this island, it's Espiritu Santo. It might give you some shadow, so I rather stick a little bit north from that over.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking too. Try to stay out of the lead. Plus, it looks like there's just a little bit better wind to the north too.
And have you decided where do you go? Thursday Island or Darwin? Over.
Yeah, I'm going to Thursday Island, over.
Yeah, I'm thinking also to go to Thursday Island because, well, the Darwin is a little bit a tricky place to get into, and very stressful because of the currents and the wind situation. Also, it could be expensive to go into the marina and, you know, go for all the parties. And I really like to spend a little bit more time on the cocos killing. How about you? Over?
Yeah, pretty much the same. I mean, Thursday Island is tricky too, but Darwin just sounds really complicated. Not just to get there, but also for the biosecurity and everything. It sounds like a lot, over.
Yeah, so we will have a good time in the Thursday Island. It looks like a quite cool place. It's not a big island. You can walk around, and yeah, we might get together. So get the taxi together over.
Yeah, I think so. I'm actually going to anchor at Horn Island because it's supposed to be more protected from the wind, and all of the reviews online and everything say that it's good holding and a good anchorage. And then you take the ferry across to Thursday Island for your customs and everything, over.
Yeah, that's an option to be considered. All depends about the weather, because if the weather is like now, which is ideal, the last 3 days were just beautiful sailing all together. So if the weather is good, you might even get to the Thursday Island. But would be nice to see both of them over.
Yeah, it just depends on the wind, really.
Good morning from Epijam, ACR question 2. It is the 30th June, July the 30th, Wednesday, morning time, and it's just beautiful out here. Sun shining, wind's in the right direction, seas are, you know, quite nice compared to the last few days. Yeah, and I'm just sitting here sailing away, doing, you know, between 5 and 8 knots sometimes, about 4.5, nothing below 4.5, and on a broad reach, just scooting along. And yeah, if this is what sailing's all about, I'll take it every day. Compared to the last few days, which, you know, to be honest, weren't much fun. Yesterday was great. I had a good day sailing yesterday, but the days before that, yeah, not much fun. But you know, you gotta take what you get. But you know, so we got winds about, I don't know, 10 to 12, maybe 15 knots. From the right direction, I'm on a broad reach and enjoying, loving life at the moment. Hopefully it lasts a few more days. Yeah. So about maybe 190 miles from the top of Vanuatu there, where we're going to pass through between the islands. We're all pretty close together, I think, within 50 miles, you know, between the whole fleet, something like that. So, yeah, it's all good. I had a nice breakfast this morning, made some porridge. First time I've cooked since I've been out. It takes a while to get used to being back on the boat after such a long time off, and, you know, cooking again, and had my first cup of tea this morning too, and, you know, since I left. So, yeah. So at the moment I've got my main with one reef in it and my A7 and just broad reaching along, you know, the boat's not overpowered, and I probably could put the A5 up, but you know, I'm quite happy with this at the moment. Yeah, so just powering towards Vanuatu. I think everyone will be having a nice sail today. We're all heading in the same direction, probably all on a broad ridge, enjoying life. So anyway, I'm just sitting here helping the hydrovane a bit, because it does wander, unless you've got everything perfect, which sometimes it happens, but most of the time it doesn't. You know, balanced sails and all that, and then it's beautiful. Yesterday I had that, but today it's a bit temperamental, so I just help it along a bit. Call it hydrovane assist. So I'll play around a bit more with the sails and hopefully get it right, but if not, I don't mind sitting here in this sort of weather and you know, steering away. It's lovely. Anyway, that's about it for today or this morning. If anything exciting happens today, I'll get back and report. So that is that's about it for Wednesday, 30th of July. From question 2. Bye for now.
It's Thursday morning on the passage from Fiji to the north of Australia, either Thursday Island or Darwin. So we left Fiji on Saturday. It's been pretty intense few days one way or another. Really difficult passage getting out of the reefs at Fiji, with difficult sea state and very strong winds gusting up to about 30 knots. Then I got an encounter with an orca, very close quarters, could have touched its nose when it came up to have a look at my boat, which was very exciting, but then became a little bit more worrying when 5 minutes later it came back straight under the boat to have another look. Anyway, pleased to say I haven't seen it since. We've now got pretty much perfect sailing conditions. I've got my A5, which is one of the asymmetric spinnakers, and pretty flat seas. Haven't mentally quite got into race mode yet. I think I need to focus on that a little bit more today. We're going to clear through the Vanuatus in the next 24 hours, and then it'll be about a 2-week passage to the north coast of Australia. Friday, 1st of August. Sun is coming up. Gently going forward. There's another island there. This is the hallway of Trekker, and this is my bed on the floor. This is where I sleep. And take you through the hallway, and front is full of food, spares, ropes, fenders, you name it, I have it there. And kitchen area, and jet fuel fits behind the pillows there. And this is the nav station, and this is one of the bunks full of stuff. I leave these seats empty so I can use it. I am on the opposite side, and that is the other bunk full of stuff again. I'll either be on this side or the other side. What do we have here? We've got our iPad, which I bought it in Tahiti for better navigation, and this is where we are at the moment. Past the first of the island, Maevo Island, and there is two little islands here. And that one looks like a top of a volcano, which I'm sure it is. We just saw that, and we can see this clearly too. I think the nearest people around about here, Jasmine and Gere, about 25-30 miles ahead there, and that's our aim, is to by tomorrow to pass this island during the night. Let's see how far it is. It is 70 miles, so by tonight we should be able to, if the wind continues past that, and then we will be on a clear water all the way to Great Barrier Reef, hopefully. And I don't think there is any obstacles on route. I hope not anyway. I think it's fairly clear water till we get to Rain Island. That's where, hopefully, where we will, most of us will head to Rain Island and then go to Thursday from there. That is the plan, which is at least 3 weeks away. More actually, 24 days away, at least, for me anyway. I'm sure the front runners will make it there in less than 3 weeks, way before less than 3 weeks. They're going much faster than I am. That's it. And this is my other iPad, which I use it for everything else. I just put the GoPro on charge, not that I use a great deal. And this is our YB3, the spare one. The other one is on top. Let's see our electricity situation. 87%, which is pretty good really. Hopefully when the sun comes out we'll fill this up by hopefully early afternoonish, depends. And in the meantime I'll charge up everything else. So that's it. I've got my towel and clothes ready. It's a shower day today, and wash my clothes. That's it. Ciao.
Hello friends, this is Christian from Argo. thanks to my friends Dan Turk and Mark Godfrey, I got aware of the tsunami warning that's out for the Pacific because of the earthquake that happened close to Russia. That was around noon today on the 30th of July, and I've got the access to the page of the US tsunami warning system, and I'm gonna attach a picture. There's a warning out for Vanuatu, which is the closest place where to land where we are. I think I'm about 100 miles away at the moment. The rest of it's maybe a bit.
Hello friends. So the earthquake and the tsunami, because of it, didn't affect us at all. So I didn't remark any difference in waves or currents. I was far enough from Vanuatu Islands, which I'm just about to pass. So right now we're crossing the islands of Vanuatu. There's a beautiful small one there, and there's a big one with Port Vila on the other side. Yeah, we're sailing along with A5 and A3 up. A little bit of main. Beautiful day. And the wind is not as strong as I hoped, but yeah, we will see how it works out. See you. Bye bye. Finally, I woke up just at sunrise, came on deck, and there's a little bit of wind just developing. I got the A5 up now, and the A3 is still up and full main, and hopefully it will stay for a while. Almost no wind on Argo, but sometimes it's necessary to change the sails in the middle of the night, so let's do it. So the basic idea was to get rid of the two spinnaker poles. So I loosened the halyards and loosened the downholes, put the spinnaker poles away. Then I got rid of the A5, which is on the furler, so I rolled that up. And then I changed the course with the wind vane slightly to port, and I got the A3 on the starboard side. And then I shifted the mainsail and got the reefs out of the main. The main was in the third reef, so I hoisted the sail all the way up. There was a bit of a problem with the reefing lines, so the sail was a bit stuck, but in the end it worked pretty good. And finally I tried to add the jib to get a little bit more sail area up, but it was the case that the jib affected the A3 too much, so I put it down again. So I'm gonna get the jib down again and then probably clean up the cockpit. Look at this mess. Have a good night.
Hola, estoy navegando ya en la tercera etapa, rumbo de salir desde Fiji, rumbo Ciudad del Cabo. Tengo por delante 10.000 millas y será la etapa más larga y también la más complicada y la más dura, lo sabemos. De 15 participantes que salimos, solamente somos ahora 13. Y bueno, la verdad es que que bueno, que milla a milla, que esto no es tan fácil como parecía al principio, pero bueno, estamos aquí para conseguirlo y para, en cierta manera, pues poder disfrutar haciéndolo, porque bueno, navegar en un barco tan pequeñito no es tarea fácil, no es nada cómodo. La verdad es que acabas un poco que no sabes dónde ponerte. Cuesta ponerse de pie cuando la mar no está buena, y dormir estirada a veces no está fácil.